Hey, what's good, YouTube, man? This your boy Joker. This is another episode of All in the Comments, man, where we're gonna go through and yeah, let's just look at the Orlando Brown interview comments, man. This is where you guys get to shine, and it's just funny in the comments, man. We're gonna jump right into it. This is Orlando Brown's interview facing Hollywood's demons, where he came through and hollered at us. Really, what this interview was done. So a little bit of backstory. Orlando called us, wanted to do an interview after Jaguar Rice interview. We said, let's do it, man. We said, let's run it. Let's go. He said he wanted to respond to, all the Jaguar Rice stuff. So as we got Orlando in, he was supposed to come in on a Thursday, but his flight, something happened. He missed his flight. He was actually on the tarmac trying to wave down the flight. Ended up getting surrounded by 12 policemen. Let him tell it. We were on the phone with him, so we didn't see it, but we hear it. We hear policemen talking to him. 5-0 trying to get him back to his hotel, and he was all over the place. So with that being said, he missed that flight. He got on the next flight out the next day, which landed in Dallas around midnight. But this is on Thursday, but he had a podcast to do Friday, and back in LA. So he said, hey, man, can we do this podcast or with real life? Can we do it at 1 in the morning? Can we just do it real quick and get me back to back on the jet? So we said, yeah, let's run it. We pulled him in 1:30. We went till almost about 3:34. And then he got back on the flight at 10 a.m. So he got in, did the interview, and left. But I love y'all's reaction, and let me go and like the video. As you can see, videos at 521,000 views. They actually made it inappropriate for kids under 18, but because he is saying some crazy stuff that I don't think kids should hear. So we're not even mad at that. You got to be 18 years or older to watch this interview. But let's go and just jump in the comments, man. Let's go and see what it is. All right. And I'm gonna go and shout out people's names who made the comment, because I actually respect every YouTuber out here getting whatever their rocks off on YouTube, whether they're creating content or absorbing content. The space doesn't move without you. So let's go and jump into it, man. And I think we have it in the top comments. So we're going to go with top comments versus newest comments. But I believe it's Alchemical Soul. He says, hold on, let's open it up. Let's open it up. Oh, my God, this is, whoa. He says, I'm a clinical therapist. I've worked inpatient, outpatient, residential facilities for 8 years. This man is traumatized severely in that industry, as they did so many. His mind is dissociated. But he does his best to tell his stories from the fragments. Then from the fragments, he attempts to use the allegory and metaphor so it sounds crazy. If you could decipher and decode the allegory, you can make some sense. He's just disassociated as a mind, but like the rest of us, he is soul consciousness. He's speaking as the avatar Orlando Brown, and that avatar was exploited and abused. When your boundaries are violated in every way, the mind loses its ability to have boundaries. He's an external representation of every person who was harmed in that Viper's den. I wonder what Viper den you're talking about. I'll say this. I don't know what Orlando is diagnosed with or whatever. I don't know if he's trying to sound crazy or whatever. But I think, when I was with him, he just has a little alcohol. I think he hit one little pipe of CBD, which is, that's not even the THC. And yeah, he was still on the same level, man. He's very aware. He's very conscious of what he's doing. He knows his moves. He knows his plays. But yeah, I do think that he does, when the camera comes on, he knows what show to give. So therefore, he puts on a show, man. He puts on a show. But good comment. Thank you from a clinical therapist with 4.2 thousand views. But hold on, let's see what I'm gonna go through some of the replies. On point. So true. Cappy Pondexter is retired WNBA player who sounded similar. Okay. Spelled out perfectly. All right. Yes. This makes a lot of sense. I can tell he's extremely traumatized. I feel for him. Bingo. Okay. Do you think the use of amphetamines play a part in his dissociation at all? Okay, good question. Got a lot of likes on that. Amphetamines can definitely. Oh, he actually answered. Oh man, this guy right here is a clinical therapist for real. Amphetamines can definitely contribute to psychosis, but while on them, probably help him feel normal and connected. I believe him when he says he's currently sober. Okay, this is how his mind operates now. Notice when he redirected, he's coherent. Um, okay, amphetamines, blah blah blah. All right, we'll go from there. This literally makes so much sense. Clinical therapists are bound by ethics, which don't allow them to publicly comment on people's psychology. Oh wow. Same comment. I agree so much. This is easily the most accurate comment on this video. The problem is that he's being enabled by folks who can monetize his mental health issue and break him off a piece. We're enabling him with our viewership since we're the consumers, and it grows the more wild it gets. It's a vicious cycle, and I kind of feel guilty for helping perpetuate it. So I'll say this. Orlando, he reached out to us. He saw Jaguar say his name. He wanted to respond. We don't say, hey, man, are you well enough to respond? Someone, I forgot what interview it was, but I think it was the one with Keith Murray, where Keith Murray came in, and you could tell this guy's just off of drugs and talking about Foxy Brown and like, but you're gonna get it because if somebody wants to do an interview, you allow them to do it. Now the question is, yes, how do you put it out? How do you protect that person? We asked Orlando, do you want this out? He's like, yeah, man, let me know when it drops. Everything I said, I want in there. However he wanted it, we made sure it happened. So this is Orlando wanting an interview, getting an interview, and wanting the interview out. So, it is what it is. All right, let's go to her. Let's go to some more responses. Jaguar was right. She needs to be in these interviews with him so she can be a translator. All right, yeah, no, definitely. Jaguar and Orlando just did an interview on our channel. Y'all go check it out. I just type in Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown discuss their truths or something like that, and you'll see it on Real Life Productions channel. But I like this comment, so let's see what they say. They got some laughing emojis. That will be perfect. They are very similar, not down with the shits no more. Yes, in English, so I'm bad at English. Yes, in English, so we all understand this interview. Bro, I'm like this. Is it just me? Yeah, because I need it for real. Okay, yeah, everybody wants Jag up there. I'm so glad I'm not the only one who didn't understand majority of what he was saying. Bro, listen, we were doing the interview, and we didn't understand what he's saying. So if you hear my voice talking to him and speaking to him, and I'm like, bro, as he answers a question, I get kind of lost in what the hell he's saying. Like, he's saying Mike Tyson's his mother, and my mother died yesterday, and I felt the pain and anguish of her boobies. Bro, what do you say to that? What do you say to that? Man, anyway. Nah, for real, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Release the Legina Gold Jaguar content. Give Jag her footage. Real life had no consent. Report page for using Jags for financial gain. Okay, all right, sorry, y'all, hear you. Emojis, quiet, sunglasses. Yes, he is speaking in allegories and metaphors. Go back to watch it a few more times. Eventually, you'll catch on. I believe he was speaking in metaphors and allegories. I do believe there was some code in there. What's the code for the Cuba Gooding Jr. shirt he has on? You talking another code in language, or the code is real life? Just go to Boys in the Hood and hashtag real life. For real, literally. That will break the net. He's just out of his mind, and I think so are you if you understand anything he was said. I'm definitely perfectly sane. It's obvious he is using code. However, based on your response, I can tell that you think insults matter. It doesn't. If your only response is trying to throw insults, keep that shit to yourself. Funny. I like when y'all go back and forth, man. I like when y'all go back and forth. Do you know how hilarious that would be? This interview is so sad. Couldn't get past the first half hour. I hope he gets the support he needs. Yeah, no, when we were doing the interview, again, we have 45 minutes of it. I think you should definitely get past the first half hour. It was definitely good afterwards. It got better afterwards. The first 45 minutes, man, I think he was just trying to, he just going on a run. He just like, let me just fill these guys out. Because that was his first time in studio. The last one we did the interview at his hotel. So, sorry if the interview feels so sad. You know how hilarious this would be? This interview is so sad. But Jaguar is straight. I wonder if the interviewer understands. He'd be like, damn. Like he dropped some bars and I still don't get it. No, I did not understand. You say damn because you don't know what the hell he's saying. You just got to take it. And maybe, like, y'all, I go back and watch it. If I listen to it, yes, I may understand what he's saying. Yes, I'm kind of losing dealing with him. All right, let's go to some more comments. Let's see. My brain can't handle this interview. I'm extremely exhausted. Crazy part is I've listened to him in Jaguar so much that I understand what he's saying. The interviewers understand him too. No, very true, very true. There's no way Shannon Sharpe could handle this. Honestly, every time we put Orlando on camera to speak to anyone about anyone involved, it makes me want to cry. Imagine being so used and abused that we think they're just speaking nonsense. When all it is someone speaking the riddles to protect themselves. I do believe he's speaking in riddles. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I will go in there and look at some of them and see what the heck's going on there, but I'm gonna hold off on that. He's not speaking in literal sense. He's speaking spiritually. I think his mind is so fragmented that he can live on in multiple planes and see the bigger picture and everything. He's talking about past lives and spirits living through other people. He's experienced a lot of pain, but pain can be enlightened. He can see through the veil and the illusion. He only sounds crazy to the ones who don't understand. After that, let's go and read those comments. Okay, some people feel you. 100. He was real when he said, y'all are never sending me 5K again. Interviews for real. Now, that's solid. Yeah, that's solid if he stands by it. 5K, did we even send him 5K? You got to ask yourself that. This guy is so unbearable. Glad everything happened to him, if anything at all did. He's charging more. The nonsense is valuable, and he knows it now. Oh, shit. That's funny. Remember what Lady J said on that very same couch. Orlando Brown is traumatized and is playing a role in order to survive. Orlando wants to tell the truth, but if he does, he's gone. He's speaking in code where a lot of people, think he's crazy, unstable, and brain fried, etc. But that's the only way he can tell the truth, his truth, and live to tell about it. Hey, maybe you're onto something. Maybe. He's talking in code, riddles from all this trauma, deep down fear. I don't know why people still want to get in the music industry or Hollywood. I think people want that stuff. I think people want the trauma and fear, and they want to do cocaine, and they want to sniff it off of a titty. I think they want all that. I think some people are living boring lives out in Nebraska and Nowhereville, Texas, or somewhere, and then they just want to get to Hollywood and live some type of resemblance of a life or living, feeling alive. So yeah, I think people seek it. Let's see, comments. Me either. I keep asking the same question. Because of money, some will be willing to lose everything just to gain it. This shit low-key spooky. Wow. Okay, now I get it. So he's talking in code. I need someone to code this interview. I might do a version of this interview that is only responses, like not even our questions, just strictly his responses. That's gonna throw y'all off even more. But may put that out. So look forward to possibly doing that. Orlando Brown interview only, responses only. Yeah, look for that. We'll see. He's talking in code and riddles from, oh yeah, he already got that one. Only thing to do is to be by yourself. When you're by yourself, you get closer to God. Great quote by Orlando Brown. It's the truth too. When I started focusing on my life and started keeping them to myself, I prayed and prayed every day. It will absolutely bring you closer to God when you let everything else go. I feel that. I feel if you go out there and be quiet in the world, get to a safe, secure, quiet spot, and just meditate, breathe, reflect, I think you will get closer to God. That's why I'm going back to Alaska. Let's see the comments. I just remember the little innocent boy dancing on Sister Sister. Oh, was he on Sister Sister? That's right. Praying for him and all those involved in this abuse industry. Damn, the abuse industry. I got to go back and find that him dancing on Sister Sister. I want to actually go over and look at it, but I'm going to hold off on that. Let's see. Praying for Orlando that he's freed from the mind control and demons invoked in him since a child. Man, major pain in his ass. Let's see. Orlando is speaking of people with familiar spirits. Let's see. I'm sorry. Let me go back to that. Orlando is speaking of people with familiar spirits when he speaks of this person. Is that person and that person is this person. He understands the unseen realms, and the battle is not flesh and blood. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in the high places. Ephesians 6:12. Man, okay, man, Bible, scripture. His tears are real, and he's making sense. Gosh bless his soul. Yeah, I mean, the tears are actually real because they're falling down his face. There you go. The way the interviewer is responding as if he knows what the fuck is Orlando was talking about has me dead. Bro, it had me dead. It had me dead. He was arrested in my hometown. He has family here. My sister hung out with his family, with him and his family. Very intelligent for sure. He presented like a paranoid schizophrenic. He does not trust anyone, and for a good reason. I'm totally convinced that this is an act. Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. Orlando doesn't trust a lot of people. He's very close-knit. And I don't think it's an act, but I think he's just acting out. Let me say that. It's not an act that he's like, let me put on this number. But I think he is acting out to say, let me do what I got to do to make a good interview. He knows what the Orlando Brown show is. He knows what people are there to see, so I think he feeds into that. All right, let's see. Can't wait. I wish we could get Orlando and Jaguar together on that blue couch. Hey, go watch the interview. Oh, my God, that would be some wicked info we'd hear. Tee-hee, that would be genius. Nah, that wouldn't work. They wouldn't focus at all. For real, I'm dying for that. Yes, don't forget Cat Williams and Monique, too. Listen, I pay to watch that interview all day. I need Orlando and Jaguar and Tokyo Tony. Oh, my gosh. Nah, Jag is too much by herself. Jag and Cat Williams need to do an interview together. I swear they the same version of each other, or just some opposite sex. Shaking my head. Our screens would explode. Real talk on Cat Williams. We all watching that. Oh, no doubt. Phenomenal. Yes. Hell no. Oh, my God. Yeah, not for real. Hey, we didn't get him on the couch. Orlando had to go do another podcast, so Jaguar came in to do it with him. As she came in, he had to leave, so they did a virtual call. But Jaguar was on the couch. He was, I believe, in L.A., and they did a call, and they spoke for like 45 minutes. Go watch that. It's on our channel. Real life. Just type in Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown, discuss whatever, and you'll peep that. And, yes, we will get him back. But if not, Jaguar wants to have Orlando out herself, so that should be some interesting stuff. All right, let's go through a few more. Let me see. The way he talks about Sean Combs, you can see the hurt in his eyes from everything that has been done to him. That has been done to him. My heart aches for this man. Dang, what was done to him? Shit, let me know. Egyptians used to transfer souls. This man acts crazy but points out gems. I'm more on that level. I was confused at first, but I get him now. When he said Diddy is Janet and Gabriel is R. Kelly, in other words, they've done the same stuff too, but no one is messing with them about it. Gotcha. Oh, wow. There's 44 comments. I will go in there. Orlando Brown, Jaguar Wright, and Cat Williams on a podcast together will be epic. That would be epic. Let's make that happen. Speaking into existence. He basically saying we have no idea. Caught him laughing at us as a couple of times too. Let me try to read that again. He's basically saying we have no idea. Caught him laughing at us a couple of times too. Okay, so he's laughing at us. Yeah, I can believe he is. Some people like to watch you fail, but some people will kill to watch you fail. I felt that deep. Yeah, man, he was throwing out words out there that I was like, bro, you make that up on the spot, but maybe he's been thinking about it. Yeah, now that's some real stuff. Some people love to watch you fail, but some people will kill to watch you fail. Think about it. God, I come before you in the name of Jesus Christ. I pray that you heal Orlando from the things he doesn't or can't talk about. Heal him mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Heal his soul. Protect him from seen and unseen harm. Shield him from demonic evil and negative entities, forces, and ill-wishing human flesh. Rebuke and cast the enemy out of his thoughts, giving him the strength to overcome spiritual warfare, emotional warfare, and physical warfare. God, for he is your child in need of love and understanding in these seasons, no matter the reason. Forgive him as he learns to forgive himself and others. In Jesus' name, amen. Orlando Brown, sending you healing prayers and positive vibes, but most of all, I'm sending you a genuine hug. As you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, may God always protect you. Boy, okay, man. Shout out Clowny420. I was supposed to actually keep shouting out the people that's giving these comments, but I think I'm going to pause here, man. Let me know if y'all are messing with these comments. Please, please leave a comment. Let me know if you're messing with this as far as, new segment where I want to call it All in the Comments, man, where I want to jump in the comments of not only our interviews, but other interviews and other things going on around the social media and stuff like that. And just, let's enjoy the comments together, because that's where we win as an entity. Let's all be in the comment section and go from there. But with that being said, shout out to Orlando Brown for coming through. We got some more business to do with Orlando Brown. This is not the last time you seen him on the couch. And I might go to some more comments, man. Y'all let me know if y'all mess with this. Y'all let me know if y'all like it. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I think I might do this on a daily basis just to go through some comments with you guys and kind of go from there. As I ain't got nothing to do, man. Let's just do it. Let's rock and roll, man. And I'm out, man. Real life. 8.